managed to launch the Vox station into space. I still think...
Hostile spot.
Anybody got the time? The Adrena time? Time?
Hostiles deep.
Cocked and loaded. Just get the signal. Commander. Kumla couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
You have my thanks. My hammer.
Assist me, will you? Down to see. Now you don't.
Your arrival could not be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. We'll certainly face more resistance inside, but rest assured, I'm prepared for the majority of the complications we might encounter. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. The time for considering risk is past. We cannot afford to be timid when battling giants. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers. After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Whoa, to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
Actually, the matriarch passed the Empress. Impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90? So young! Imagine what glorious inventions she could have conceived of with only a handful more years.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences. All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to braid my imperfections. Every protectorate subject, ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
The Sovereign's good name? The security system's been activated. Run!
Do not rush me! Wait, what is that buzzing noise?
No!
Well done springing the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Matriarch, preserve me. How in the places am I to report this?
Presentation will continue until audience recognition is received. Gloria Arcadia! Gloria Arcadia! Gloria Arcadia! Passing obstructed. Rerouting. Error. Reroute failed. Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell.
Halt. This area is not intended for interaction.
interactive presentations. Return to your display immediately.
Order disregarded. This unit serves only the matriarch.
You must be suffering a malfunction.
The matriarch perfected automechanical design. Therefore, it is impossible for this automechanical to malfunction. You are malfunctioning by suggesting this operation is in error.
Your logic is infallible, like the matriarch. Running self-diagnostic now.
Presentation will continue until audience recognition is received.
Do your job as a
Pathing obstructed.
Every part is-
Rerouting. Error. Reroute. Fail.
Malefactor ahead.
Commander. Oh, I see. You must have noticed a spot of dust on that artifact and taken it for cleaning. Good initiative.
Warning. Power at 13%. Power
Taken care of. We can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Pathing obstructed. Rerouting. Error. Reroute. Failed. Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell error. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction. Gloria Arcadia. Gloria Arcadia. Gloria Arcadia.
There. You can access the lower level now.
This presentation will continue until audience recognition is received.
At your word, I shall charge!
Status currently prostrate.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate? Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice themselves. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence. But hopefully, I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community with your neighbor, and in humble service to the Protectorate. May art and science flourish in these many hours, which I have returned to you.
Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved Matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve as the Protectorate's scientific helpmeets.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Gloria Arcadia!
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive. A revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise Matriarch, lead us into this future you have envisioned.
Set course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Troublemaker approaching.
Don't mind. Let me know when you need a distraction. I'm the one you need to worry about.
You have my thanks and my hammer. Safeguarding the matriarch's remains from the council, are we? This is rather unusual, but it is the only sane explanation for what you currently do.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear, on my love of the Sovereign, let me leave and I will breathe not a word of your presence here.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield so easily. We're wasting time. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I could finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it! Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
There must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Right on the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Zeb seem a little off to you, Commander? I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels responsible for what he's gone through. If only I stuck it out, maybe then, well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Not now. Not careful. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years. Years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness,
We must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it.
Rather a convenient revelation for an enemy of all the Protectorate stands for. Pardon me if I choose to remove myself from this mad conversation.
I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences. And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
Whoa. Put the brakes on, Commander. I'm sure Zeb can be reasoned with. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed.
But that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but... yeah, maybe we can work something out.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me. Shall see that they join their friends in the rubble. Suffer none of these defilers to live.
Ammunition depleted!
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander. Ready to waste them on your command.
Breaking for cover! I repudiate all facet commercialism! Quarry found!
shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me.
To battle!
See that they join their friends in the trouble. I back up these defilers to the end.
My injuries are not superficial.
Ammunition. Look at a few courts low, Commander. What if I go unseen? Appreciate a little help, Commander.
None shall hide from us. They covet our new bounty.
Troublemaker approaching.
Contact lost.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
They manufacture one.
Appreciate if you cleared out.
What's your purpose here? Giving chase.
My vexation grows as this drags on.
Fair enough.
His gaze seems they've departed. Prudence dictates. I, your neighbors, carry.
Lollygag somewhere I ain't. Can't be too far, I bet. Come on out. I give you my word. Perquisition unsuccessful.
Taking punitive action.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Minimizing exposure. Replenishing my...
Hostile! Commander, watch your vitals! Regular dogfight.
Refilling my weapon.
Don't mind me.
Don't like the sound of that at all. I give a question. crowded. Fields are lined. Better take a gander. Back to it. Come upon me unawares, you will answer for it harshly. Disruptive influences. I am given to follow. Definitely something. Forever vigilant. Quick once over.
I see an unfriendly soul.
The sovereign provides, the system abides. Once over.
I am loath to admit
The idea.
you have my thanks and my hammer.
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. We could have prevented this.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Arcadia's existence. Ever agreeing to such a cruel bargain in the first place? I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to. Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. I'm not saying what she did was forgivable, but I find myself wondering what would have happened if she'd lived. Isn't that the damnedest thing? I think she'd have done what she believed was the right thing, up to the last. Whether that ultimately led her to redemption or perdition, who can say? Suppose it's all a moot point now. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Likewise, Commander.
Why would the Supreme Arbiter have met with the Consul? Ah, no use speculating. We'll know soon enough.
If x is the square root of -1, and you distribute the two binomials together, then the coefficient is... Oh, sorry. Help you with something? May all our travails add to the equation.
I'm all for giving folks a chance, but occultists, Commander? Really? Skills like a willingness to launch yourself into a rift, you mean? Yeah, very useful. Leaving all else aside, the problem is that we don't know this woman, and she's not giving us much cause to trust her. In fact, I say it's just the opposite. All right, Commander, I'll play nice, but only because you asked. Anyway, need something, Commander? Oh yeah? What's needling you?
I would not refuse assistance, which is most embarrassing.
Emergency protocol syringes primed. Your Valerie unit requires service.
Do I detect the sound of a malfunctioning gasket? Keep that up, Valerie, and your oil leakage shall alert our foes to our presence. I suppose I can lower myself to the role of mechanic just this once. I received high marks in mechanical maintenance in Academy, just as I did in everything else.
Warning. Performing maintenance on this unit without approval from the Earth Directorate is strictly prohibited. Were you, a member of a tyrannical regime, to attempt to operate in defiance of these guidelines, this unit would be forced to defend itself and/or self-destruct.
I think self-destructing is rather unnecessary. Fine, leak all you like. I had no interest in getting my hands dirty anyway. Prosecuting! Viscerally! At your word, I shall charge!
Providing a host of health benefits. failure. Standing by for assistance.
You have my thanks and my hammer. thanks and my hammer.